I ain't even know that it'll be my family friends. I was so naive, I thought they were like who I am. Bow my head and prayed, and God said that's all in the plan. Gotta go through hardships to make me who I am.
All right.
Oh, I can't do it during the calls. And what's the effing point?
They don't want you recording calls secretly.
This ain't California.
No. All right, welcome to the Smokepitt phone conversations. My name is Marshall Jones, and I have Chef E on the line. Now, 2025 has already started out to be a hectic time, man. And we're one day away from America changing with the inauguration. So I'm gonna start it off with that. E, like, what do you think? Anything crazy happening tomorrow?
Oh man, I pray not. Um, I really can't say. I hope not. And I think it's crazy. Number one, I will say this: that they're doing the inauguration on MLK Day. That's always been a sacred day in the federal realm. So I'm kind of surprised they're doing the inauguration on that day. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. What are your thoughts?
I've been talking to these radical these radical people, man. These mugs. Some of them been saying they think that they're gonna try to attack, or not attack like on some terrorist shit, but like somebody shooting at Trump again. I just, being that I was in the military, man, and I had conversations with my military friends and shit. Whoever the president is, that's who you serve under. So as far as Americans, we might not like this person or that person, but I feel like they are our president, and it's supposed to be like a certain sense of American pride, because being a person that traveled outside of the country, and you see other countries, you realize how blessed we are to be in this country. So this country definitely has a lot of fucking flaws, and it's fucked. But the beauty of this country is, if we opened our minds and fought against the division that they try and united, we can change any fucking thing in this country. So I feel like I'm gonna bring it back full circle to say, if anybody was to try to do anything crazy on the inauguration because they feel like this is wrong, or this person's wrong, or it's unfair, they haven't seen the rest of the world, and they're not taking their power and using it the right way. Their power is to unify, and then to have more power than the government. Not to get so angry that we want to kill a person individually because we refuse to try to unify first. Like, I had that conversation with Bob, and I feel like we would be ready to destroy shit as humans way quicker than we're ever ready to build.
Especially when it comes to Boberg, I will say that Boberg is down to burn the whole world to the ground and start fresh at any moment.
That's why I said Bob. We're gonna have to take that part out. Don't no names.
Oh yeah. I ain't thinking about it.
Yeah, but you Gucci. But for real, seriously, yeah, they are though, and he is American mindset. No matter the demographic, no matter the age demographic or the race, there's people that's out there that think like him, but they don't realize that they have yet to put the effort into building. Their first instinct when they're hurt, when they're confused, or when they feel like their back's against the wall, is to destroy. And they are us until we realize that that's not the way.
Yeah. But then that also boils down to a level of immaturity. I think that it's a level of immaturity to look at it that way, because why burn it down when you can do what you can to make it correct in the first place?
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna tie it into that conversation we had before with the angels and the demons. Um, that ties into our childhood and our thought processes on the world, and if we can build and if we can destroy, and if we should build and if we should destroy, because everybody is capable of destruction and everybody is capable of building up. So the your inner child, as we become more in tune with our inner child scientifically, you're going to have more of imagination because a child has more of an imagination. And as an adult, to have more of an imagination and visualize means you can bring more into fruition, bring more into reality. So to be in touch with your inner child means to accomplish more goals. And how we become in touch with our inner child is by getting past our inner child traumas and by actually looking at them face to face. But a lot of people aren't willing to do that because we've created our inner childhood traumas to be so strong when they're really not. Like, think about it. You're looking at this aspect of something wrong from a child's perspective, and then you cover it up. And over the years, it's becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because you looked at it from a child's perspective, and you never looked at it from an adult's perspective. You never look back at it. So a lot of people are running from something that if they just identified it and defined it through an adult lens, it's not as serious as their whole life's decisions that they've been making has made it seem. So they when they haven't looked into that inner child or try to heal that inner child spiritually, then they could be on the dark side of things. And I believe our inner children are angels or our demons, because angelically you'll be a little cherub or the baby angel, and that level of light and purity wants you, and that's you maneuvering through the world to just try to help people and bless people, because that is that of a pure child. A child that is pure is just happy and always smiling and giggling, and that adds value and light to the world. Anybody that sees a happy child is usually gonna immediately be smiling. You're filled with light and love. Now on the other end, if you being your inner child demon, then think about Blood Diamond. They gave children AKs. We give children that are hurt in direction and tell them to do this in darkness, they're going to do it, and they're going to do it 10 times worse than an adult would, because an adult has a conscience to think about what they're doing. This child is not going to care about the consequences of the actions, because they don't know the consequences of the actions. So when you're being your demonic self, it's a child's like demonic. That's why it could be so gory. That's why it could be no level to the destruction, because children know no consequence. They know no boundary. You feel me?
But I think I hear what you're saying, but then I also think about it like this. Children, innocent children, are the ones who don't know that they are doing bad. If you have a children who is doing bad, is doing demonic things, they know what they're doing. 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. I'm not talking about no specific child. I'm just talking about just the energies alone.
Right,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah and no.
Like, as an example, I remember when my daughter was a child, there were things that she did that, of course, we know that's a no, that's a bad thing to do. But in her adolescence, at her young age, she didn't know that she hadn't learned that lesson in life yet. But at her age of 7 now, if she was to do that same thing, she know the consequences behind it.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying, but then you got to think about who are you talking to? Is which one of those children, or at what age are those children are you talking to?
I'm talking about all of us. I'm talking about all of
Right.
us
No,
in
no,
our inner
I get
child.
that, but I'm saying that the inner child within,
Mm-hmm.
at what age is that inner child? Because if you're an inner child, okay, let me ask you this: what's your youngest memory you can remember as a child?
Probably like 4 or 5.
At 4 years old, you are old enough to know the right from wrong on your own.
See, yes, you are. But at the same point, in that blood diamond example that I gave you, and they got AKs and they just shooting shit down. From what they're being told from that aspect, yeah, they could know that it's wrong, but it's right under the guise of whoever their leader is. Even if you, your own leader at that particular time, because some kids have to raise themselves, so they could be doing wrong, but it doesn't like. All right, so by Bible standards, what you're accountable for your sins after the age of 12. So, and what I'm getting at with these inner child light or the inner child dark is the inner child light, it when it's pure, like a child light is pure. Our light is pure. Adult that's being light like is pure. You can go outside right now and meet a kind old lady, and that light is gonna be pure. But it can't compare to the pureness of a happy child in an airport. You feel me? That shit's gonna make
Right.
you. It's gonna fill you with so much light. And the same thing goes to I don't give a fuck who you with. You get that, you get a gun pulled out on you by a motherfucking a robber. Yeah, that's scary. But you got a 9-year-old with an AK aiming at you. You know you're about to die, nigga. Like that nigga is not you. You feel me?
Yeah, I would much rather have a robber,
Yeah,
an adult
exactly.
robber, versus a 9-year-old with an AK.
You know
That
you're
is
gone.
way more scary.
Exactly, bro. And that's the level of what I'm talking about. We uh we are in this realm of like we put time on shit like God or the creator is omnipresent, so there's no time. But our so if there's no time, then we are still those inner children. So we are just these in these in our adult physical. We are also our elderly selves. We are also like we are all of us at the same time. So it's about looking through introspection, looking inward, and either seeing that early memory, but looking at the earliest memory of light and looking at your earliest memory of dark, and either accentuating that light or healing that dark, or accepting the light and accepting the dark, because there's a balance in everything. You have to have the shadow in order to see the light, and you have to have the light in order to know that there's a shadow. You feel me?
True.
So I feel like we need to as people, we just need to turn around and punch that fucking boogeyman in the face. A lot of us. And because if we don't, a lot of us walk around and we think that we're pointing out other people's boogeyman. But while we're pointing at other people's boogeyman, they're noticing ours as well. You feel me?
Hmm.
So it was a constant cycle of ick. When in actuality, uh, each and every one of us holds the power to have light and have dark. Is the free will. Which takes me to the other conversation we had about about uh our free will taking us off our paths when God gives us the abundance and the vessels around us to create the visions that we have. So, like I said, back in the day when we were around each other, you made me realize through looking at the people's personalities that we're around now, and the goals that we have that we're making happen with the personalities we're around now. And I look back at over the decade when we were around each other before, those same personalities were present. So it made me think about a hypothetical thought process that maybe Like, what if we think about something, we pray about something, we want something, and God blesses us with that abundance, because that abundance is just that of opportunity provided by vessels. And we have to put the work in with our faith, because prayer without works is dead. So we have to put the work in with our faith by working with those vessels to accomplish that vision, which is the blessing. So we had those puzzle pieces around back then. We just didn't put the work in with the vision because we were too low vibrational. And low vibration is just a rock star. We were being a rock star. And that's why rock music and rap music and all of that shit is what it is. It's just low vibration. Low vibration is that of your sexual chakras and shit. You feel me? That or your, like, it's the yellow and the orange chakras type shit. Is that your stomach and your sex chakra. So that's like drinking and motherfucking fucking and drugs and all of that shit. That's just low vibrational. So when we're only focused on that, we're not being able to vibrate out of our third eye. We're not being able to see these puzzle pieces of these vessels that surround us, to be able to connect them together to get to your destination or your vision of your blessing. So now the free will.
So let's break that down. Hold on, before you continue, let's break that down for the people who that might have went over their head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In layman's terms, you can't be dwelling in the swamps expecting to get high rise results.
No. Even though.
Would you say?
I said no.
No?
No. You're not.
Okay, so break that down for me.
All right, so we're humans and we're going to battle our vices daily. We're battling against our low vibrations daily. If you're, I'm going to break it down in vibration terms, which I'm going to deem science, and I'm going to break it down in spiritual terms, and religion and God. So low vibration like that, you're not in the secret in the law of attraction, you have to be in a thought process or an energy of gratitude and joy in order to attract. Low vibration activities like that, if we're usually getting drunk and getting high or drugging up or fucking and shit like that, it's more out of those inner childhood experiences that I was telling you. So you're tying it into something that is not necessarily of gratitude and joy. So you're not vibrating and manifesting the abundance that you were thinking. You're actually going to manifest the opposite, or something that you're not wanting. So to manifest or to bring in your blessings, or to notice them at all, you have to be in an energy of God. God is not that energy. God is not lack. God is not sadness. God is not anger. God is joy. God is love. God is gratitude. So you have to be in those energies in order to bring in your blessings. And your blessings is opportunities provided by vessels, which is people. So in order to bring in your blessings, it means if you're vibrating at that energy, or if you're maneuvering in that manner of love energy, you're able to see, okay, this person, I can work with this person for this reason, and I can work with this person for this reason. I can help them, they can help me, and we're gonna get here. You're not gonna see that at those other vibrations, because you're not, like, you're in an energy of destruction. You're not in an energy of building. So when you're maneuvering in that manner of light, you're in the energy of building, of construction. You feel me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. My bad.
I thought this nigga done dropped the phone.
I was listening to you. I had my phone on mute because I was coughing because I'm smoking.
Oh. That's funny as hell. But nah, real shit though, bro. And I feel like this is a conversation that some people just need to hear. And matter of fact, we're gonna put this up, and if anybody wants to comment or has anything to add, I mean, this is just us speaking our minds and just holding a conversation. But if anybody has anything that they want to add, if anybody has any verses they want to add that coincides with anything that they feel like I'm saying, if anybody has um just anything, man, we're open to dialogue. But this is just my perspective. I'm open to hear other people's perspective on this as well. But you've been tuned into a smoke pit conversation on the phone. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and once again, thank you. I'm Marshall Jones, and this is Chef E. Peace.
This podcast is also presented to you by Dapper Goose Vodka.
Hey,
Dapper.
stay dapper, baby.